Hello everyone, this is Riyati. I hope you all are doing really good. So guys, in the previous video, we have learned how to backtest a strategy on the basis of an underlying movement. Now in this video, I'll cover up this field that is loss and underlying range. I'll post underlying movement video on the description box so that you can connect the dots. Loss in underlying range, this is a beautiful combo or a dual safety at the execution point. Under the stop loss setting, you will find a stop loss type. If you click on this drop down will come in front of you, and herein you can find a loss and underlying range feature. Upon clicking this feature, these fields will come in front of you. That is combined loss. On the stop loss, a square of only loss making leg. The stop loss wait second. Underlying stop loss value if underlying goes below and underlying goes above. And portfolio stop loss trailing, right? So when you click this, the first field that comes in front of you is combined loss. So herein you can define your maximum loss capacity on the basis of PNL like 300 rupees, 3000 rupees, 5000 rupees, anything. Because MTM based stop loss is desirable value by any trader, right? As you can see that it's a short straddle portfolio and I want combined loss of this short straddle portfolio to be, let's say, 300 rupees. So herein I can define 300 rupees under this section, that is combined loss. In case if you don't want this field, that is combined loss, if you don't want this field and you want to work around only by this underlying stop loss value, if underlying goes up below and underlying goes above, then in that case what we can do is just enter any impractical value here under this combined loss. Impractical value means that which will never hit, which is unachievable. So you can add as many zeros as you want, right? So as you can see that it's a short straddle portfolio, and for one lot of short straddle portfolio, this value of combined loss is unachievable, right? So this value you can enter it in rupees or in percentage. Combined loss should be entered in rupees or in percentage. Now, one question may pop up in your mind. If I don't want this field that is combined loss, then why we are entering impractical value? This is because this field is mandatory when using loss and underlying, right? If you want to use this feature that is loss and underlying range, then filling this combined loss figure is mandatory, right? That's the reason we have to fill this with the impractical value. Now let's talk about another field, that is underlying range. Any option multi-leg strategy, success or failure is totally dependent on the underlying movement. Agreed? Yes. One way to calculate thing is that you calculate it on the basis of leg or combined premium basis. This is usual scenario, right? But with this feature, that is loss and underlying range, you cover up wider aspect to backtest smartly. Let's assume that your strategy is purely dependent on upside or downside movement of market. Okay, upside or downside market points of let's say 25 points. Okay, so if underlying goes below, let's say 25 points down. Okay, if underlying goes down by 25 points, then in that case, don't forget to apply minus sign before the figure, right? So minus 25. And here in 25 points if underlying goes above, right? So this value you can define under loss and underlying range, okay? With several permutation and combinations to get an optimized outcome, right? So with this feature, you can set range of an underlying. आपने एक range set कर दिया of an underlying. If you want to use only one part, that is, अगर आपको ये goes below वाला part use करना है, then you can leave this blank. Okay, you can just leave that blank, and here you can set underlying range in percentage or points and even in absolute value. For example, Nifty का अगर absolute value आपको डालना है तो आप ऐसा post कर सकते हैं that 18,600 if it goes below or 18,700 if it goes above, right? So this is how we set the underlying SL values. Talk about case 1. wherein I'll showcase you dual safety combo. Okay, how does it work? Wherein I'll put the realistic value of a combined loss, let's say 300 rupees. Okay, so this is the realistic value wherein I have put for the combined loss, right? And underlying में मैंने minus 25 put किया है, and if it goes above, then it's plus 25 points, right? So in this case, it will see parallelly whichever gets hit first. It will trigger that. अगर 300 का combined loss hit हो जाएगा, then it will trigger that. अगर ये पहले hit हो गया, if it goes below by let's say 25 points, then it will hit that. So it will see parallelly. Okay. So now I'm gonna save this portfolio with the name loss and underlying. And my portfolio is saved, right? I'll enable it. I'll recalibrate it. I wish to run it on simulator mode. I will choose date of my choice. Let's say I'm going ahead with the 29th November 2022. Strict timing on, play, right? You can use this plus button to expand it. You can even use this plus button to expand this option portfolio, right? Just drag it to the right hand side. And here you can see the combined stop loss, okay? That is 300, wherein you have mentioned combined loss as 300 rupees, right? So the price at which it got executed was 18,605, right? And the combined loss I had set for that short straddle portfolio as 300 rupees, right? And the underlying range I had set for the below points as minus 25 and plus 25 if underlying goes above. So 18,605 was the underlying price when it got executed, and minus 25 comes out to be 18,580, and plus 25 comes out to be 18,630. This you will find it under grid logs, that is this one, right? Now I'll increase the speed so that I can showcase it to you if it hits the stop loss or the target, right? As you can see that this is my combined stop loss, that is 300 rupees, and right now the current PNL is minus 90, somewhere around minus 90. So as I said that it checks parallelly. Whichever gets hit first, it will trigger that, right? अगर combined stop loss that is 300 अगर आपका हिट पहले हो रहा होगा तो वो पहले उसको हिट करेगा. अगर 25 पॉइंट्स आपने डाउन में स्टॉप लॉस सेट किया है अंडरलाइन के बेसिस पे, अगर वो पहले हिट हो रहा है, then it will trigger that, right? Because it will check parallelly. So I'll increase the speed so that I can showcase it to you. And herein you can see the message, okay? So upon increasing the speed, we can expect some message here, right? As you can see, the message has popped up that is exited on a stop loss. And as you can see, to combine stop loss had that got triggered first, right? Combined portfolio stop loss was set at 300 rupees, right? This one. और ये match कर गया. And that's the reason it got hit, right? And this message has come in front of it and it got exited on the combined portfolio stop loss, right? Now we'll see the case two. So in this case, I don't want combined loss field, but I want to work around by underlying range level. Then you can enter any impractical value under this combined loss, which is unachievable, which will never hit, right? You can enter like as many zeros as you want. Let's say I'm entering here as 3 crores, right? Which is not achievable as a combined loss for a one lot of a straddle, right? But we have to put this because it is mandatory field. Without this, it will not allow you to save the portfolio. Now, if underlying goes below, let's say minus 25, and if underlying goes above by 25, right? And I'm saving this portfolio with the name loss and underlying. And my portfolio is saved. I'll enable it, recalibrate it. Please don't forget to recalibrate it before performing any test mode, be it simulator or backtest. You can choose date of your choice from this calendar and just play. Okay. Just use this button, this plus button to expand it. You can even expand this option portfolio. Just drag it to the right hand side. You can see impractical value of combined loss here. And this is the price at which it got executed, that is 18,605, right? So 25 points down is 18,580, and 25 points above, if underlying goes above, you had set as 25. So 1805 plus 25 comes out to be 18,630, right? So I'll just increase the speed so that I can showcase it to you if it hits the target or the stop loss, right? So just keep an eye over this message box. So here you go. The message has popped up. That is, it exited on a stop loss, right? This stop loss, it cannot be, right? Because this was the impractical value that I had set. So this could be my stop loss. That is 18,680, right? This was my stop loss, 18,630, right? I'll just scroll it down to see where it got hit, right? So if you see here, combined underlying stop loss, that is 18,630, it got hit, right? So this is how it works. This is how these features allow you to play better, as every strategy is linked to an underlying range and might help you find the best and the perfect combination for your optimizing results. Thank you.